G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Today I am going to try another daisy flower for you, and I'm going to use the craft resin again. I'm nearly out. I've done 3 pours with it. I can probably do another 2. I'm going to need to buy some more. So that's the craft resin. I just got that on Amazon. I got a little bottle to just to test out. I am using my Bloom white pigment paste. It's nearly empty, so I'm just leaving it upside down like that in the little cup. And today I'm going to try some brown tones and see how we go with that. My last one was that sort of grayish, bluish tone that I did. Really liked it. I did find though that my petals were a little bit elongated. They didn't drop, they kind of stretched more, and that's because the resin was a little bit thin, so as it moved the white sort of stretched instead of dropping down to make small little petals. That's my theory anyway, and I'm sticking to it. That's my theory. So today I've mixed up my resin and I put my timer on just for 5 minutes, so waiting for 5 minutes. And then I decanted and then, started the video. So I've got a tiny little bit of resin in this one, and I've just added some small crushed glass, crushed rock or whatever it is in that one. That'll be for my center. The push here is just what I've got left over. I'm going to add a little bit of the Let's Resin Interference Gold. It's a very lightweight. It's not like a mica powder that, sinks to the bottom. Seems to work well. Just adds a little bit of shimmer. That's all it does really. And then I'm going to add to that push, I'm going to add just 1 drop of the Burnt Sienna by Holbein. So this is going to be my light color. I'll see what 1 drop looks like. And then in this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, not sure how many we're going to need yet. Let's just have a little look. It'll be different. Each color's different. If you're using a yellow or a pink, they tend to use or need a lot more drops to get to, a dark color. So another 2. I can't remember what that was now. Gosh. Oh. You'd think I could remember, couldn't you? All right. Was that 6 now? Let's leave it at that. Let's mix this one up. And then in my other cup, it's nothing, is it? Let's put another one in. So 2 into there. I'll have to go back and watch my video, see what I put in there. I don't remember. I don't know whether it's 4 or 6 now. 6 or 8. All right, so there's that one. Very, 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 very transparent. A little bit of gold, a little bit of brown. That's my other brown. And then the dark, which I do for the outside, is going to be the Burnt Umber. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 4. This one must have 6 in it. And then I'm going to do half a black. Half a black. And to do half a black, probably saying to me, how do you do half a drop? Well, I just put it on a toothpick. I let the black fall onto a toothpick. Make sure that you've got a bit of paper towel there underneath to catch it. It's a bubble. All right, so I just wipe it off and then add a little bit, whatever's left on the stick. Just pop that there for a minute in case I need to add a little bit more. But 1 drop in such a small amount of resin, there's only a tiny bit in there. It's less than 1 ounce of resin. You don't want to put too much black in it. Maybe another 2 of these. And I'm thinking I'll do another 2 in this one too. Because we're adding quite a lot of white and it does pale down your colours. It's right over here. I think I did. Oh my gosh. Alright, so there we go. That's that one. It's not that dark yet, but it'll be all right. Okay, let's pour that in. So I've got slightly less of my dark color than I have of the lighter brown. Now if you wanted to, you could just do one, you could just combine these 2 cups and just do 1 color. I just choose to do 2. I don't know that you can actually see the difference in the 2 colors. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not really. See, with this one, you can see the dark on the outside, but it's probably because there's more white in the middle and it makes it, you know, look lighter. Oh, I haven't stirred this extra couple of drops in. Give that a good stir in. All right, here we go. Add that in. You can see 2 different colors now, but what the resin does, it pulls from the outside in, so your dark ends up being in the middle anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like doing 2 different colors. All right, so that's that done. I'll give it a quick little torch there, just with my little baby torch. I don't use the big one when I'm using, you know, when it's shallow resin, because it can burn your mold and then your resin and your mold will fuse together and that's not good. All right, here we go. Pouring in the white in the middle. So it's a pretty simple pour. It's just 3 puddles. Well, if you're doing 1 color, it's just 1 puddle, but I do 2. So you've got a puddle of color, you've got a puddle of white, and then you have your puddle of clear, which I'm putting a tiny little bit of colour in, but it's basically clear. Now I did learn this from Micah from Resin Courses. I will, as usual, link her course down below in the description. I'm going to put that in later if anybody wants to do it, and she'll tell you exactly how much resin to use, the type of resin, how much for each. I'm going to pour this slowly. How much, you know, how many mils for each layer and all that kind of thing. So I'm trying to pour it slowly and low down so that I'm not making too much of a hole in the middle, because I want my white to sort of come into the middle. I don't want to have a big vacant void in the middle. I want the white to be as close to the middle as possible. Now for this particular pour, I mixed up 100 grams of A, 90 grams of B, so I've got 190 grams. I probably won't need it all for this mold. This is my small, fine, live edge mold. I don't think the table's quite level. I moved it when I was doing my my finger knitting blankets. I took all this away and moved it, and then I can't get my levels right exactly, but I think that's pretty much it. So anyway, there's a tiny bit left in there. I won't use it all. I can make a puffy heart or something with it. Put a bit of glitter in it and make a puffy heart. All right, now before it closes up and I can see what I'm doing, I'm going to add a little bit of this crushed glass into the center. I did put a little bit of resin into it as well, just to make it a paste, just so that I don't have stray pieces of glitter flying all over the place. Although the stone doesn't seem to, you know, spread as much as glitter does. Can't really see what's going on in there. Okay, I think it kind of dropped down and spread out. So hopefully, cross fingers, it's in the right spot. There's a tiny little bit left, but I won't use it all. All right, let's do a time lapse. Catch you at the end when it's unmolding time. All right, it's been a few hours and I've just got it out of the curing machine. Now I can see, because I've used clear in this, I can pretty much see inside there, and I can see some white petals. Can you see? Right in there I can see some white. Looks as if it's like closed over. Oh, okay. This might be it, you guys. This might actually be the one that works. If it doesn't, I'm going to be so disappointed. I've tried so many times. Oh my gosh. But it's like anything. You can't expect to do it first time, can you? You have to practice, practice, practice. Try different things. All right. Oh, I don't want to look. All right, let's just do it. Well, that's pretty. It's there's that white I could see. Okay, there's the white I could see. It's still not perfect. I mean, it's pretty. And I've got, look at the tiny little petals coming through there. I was just hoping that they would, you know, go all the way through instead of having this white puffy section in the middle. Have got this darker area around here where it just seems to be like striated. It doesn't seem to have petals as such. And then we've got the petals in the middle. Got like a couple of rows in some places. Other places it's just like one big long petal where the white's moved. So I'm assuming that maybe the resin was still too thin because the white's moved instead of dropping straight down. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? It's all right. Like, again, it's not what I was hoping for. This is what I'm hoping for. This is what I was hoping for. Look at the petals. See, the petals are different. There's lots of little tiny petals. See, lots of little tiny petals. That's what I'm wanting. This was Let's Resin. I might have to go back to it, but it had like a big opening in the middle, so I covered it with a sticker. So it's different. I mean, I know it's a different mold as well, but it's just different. I think we'll go back to the Let's Resin and try again, because I've done this a couple of times now with the craft resin, and that's what I've got. They're both very similar. Very similar. So never mind. I was really hoping this would be it today, but not yet. All right, stay with me. I will get this. I will. Maybe. I hope I will. Like, it's not bad. It's just not what I was going for, but still a pretty flower. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and I will see you at the next video. All right. Take care, guys. Bye for now.